people.
Hello.
Good morning, pre-game crew.
Oh, it's my uncle's birthday.
It is, huh?
Yep.
It's
It's what I see when I get onto Facebook.
See, I do that to my wife all the time. Morning, Ernesto. Morning, Randy. 40. Morning, Sarah.
Sarah.
I do that to my wife all the time. She will, you get the notification on birthdays for the day. And I'm like, Facebook told me it's so-and-so's birthday. That's what I text her.
Facebook is like a lifesaver when it comes to remembering birthdays.
Yes. Sarah said, happy birthday, Uncle Will. It's my mom's birthday.
Today is?
It is my mom's birthday.
Well, should we call her?
No, she's at work, man. She has a little part-time gig right now.
Okay. All right.
So we can't. She's there already.
Got it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm like a jerk that I can't remember birthdays. You can see how that could be like a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Like, I'm sure some people would say, oh, he just doesn't care about people.
That's not true. I don't remember them. Facebook can tell you that.
I am so bad at remembering birthdays. Like, I know my family's.
My wife is really, really good. I couldn't live without her, first of all. But she sends me, I have a calendar invite of every major birthday.
Really?
She set up my calendar for me.
Wait, I'm trying to think of yours. I know yours. Hold on.
I know yours. Yours is easy.
Yeah, but yours is right by mine.
Yeah, same month.
Yeah, December. It's early.
It is early.
It's the 2nd.
You nailed it.
Yes!
December 2nd.
I know Nora's.
I hope so. I hope you progressed after 4 months and you know her birthday by now.
I do. I know my family's. That's really about it.
What is the one family member that you just struggle with? Like, oh, dang, it's their birthday. I forgot. There's always one.
Well, obviously my uncle's because I didn't know it was his birthday.
I'm just saying
today.
There's always one, like almost in the immediate side. May's like a hot birthday month for us. Crazy.
A lot of birthdays.
May 4th is my son's, Tanner.
Right.
My older brothers, Stacy has a nephew. Right. It's like 4 or 5. My Aunt Dolores, like her 4 birthdays. Then we have like my mom and then other friends. Like we may have 20 birthdays in May.
My family's is March.
March is that.
Yeah. Sarah, I haven't seen you in like a week.
Huh.
Don't know what you're doing. They're going to the baseball game tonight.
South Dakota. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that.
Jackson Brockett did the unthinkable, the impossible, and throw back-to-back no-hitters.
No. Sarah said she's been being good.
There's nothing wrong with that. I struggle with that. Yeah, well, if there is going to be a no-no tonight, Sarah, there's a good chance because you're going again. It's all about superstition. And you and Adam are going to be there again. So we got that going for us.
I'm ready for the day.
BBL Drizzy.
All right. T. Baseball. We'll hit some NBA and baseball headlines too. There's a couple headlines out there.
Headlines.
Just
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy hump day. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Hucks, Will Wilson. Back on a hump day. Hope your Wednesday's off to a great start. How are you, Will Wilson?
I'm good, Mr. Bill Hooks.
Yeah.
How are
I got
you?
a lot of stuff. I'm great. I've had a really good morning. I really have. I got a lot of notes here. I don't know how I'm going to get through some of this stuff. There's some pretty funny stuff.
Oh, is there? What are you talking about?
Just the time that we get to spend in the morning, hanging out with Jen and just the stuff that comes out of our mouths at times.
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate what you do because this is what type of show I want to have. Like, you're so quick to write something down that you want to talk about.
You know, I forget things, right?
Yeah,
I'm not very good at the memory stuff.
but I like that.
I'll get there, but I want to start off by saying shout out to Simba Sims this morning. Simba, what's up? Great to see you, my friend, this morning in a pretty unorthodox way.
Yeah.
I'm driving to work, driving the studio this morning. God, I'm just, when I drive across town, I'm like locked in, kind of just locked.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of trying to figure out like a station to listen to. I kind of go back and forth all over the place, right? There's a good song, or if somebody's chatting too much, I switch it. Whatever. I make the move.
If there's a good song,
I just hang out there and listen.
What radio stations play music that you enjoy?
Oh, I'm listening to 96 Kicks. I hit Jen up in the morning.
I didn't know you like country.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing.
Interesting. All right,
so I hit that up, right? So I'm just kind of navigating. Then I get to a red light this morning, and I, just kind of peek over and double take, and I got somebody telling me that I'm number one out the window with the window down.
Somebody's flipping you off.
I'm like, what in the? I'm like, what? Look over, double check. I'm like, all right, still doing it. My window down.
What were you gonna say?
I stopped. I'm like, hey, what's your problem?
You were gonna say that?
Yeah, I'm like, let's go down. It's all right.
So somebody's like ready to fight you.
Yeah, it was. I wouldn't get in a fight with this gentleman. It was Simba. Just saying hi.
Simba.
I've not seen him in forever. It was great to see him. We chatted for good 2 minutes at the red light, so it was good to see him.
Simba, that's funny.
Like an unorthodox way to see someone.
Yeah,
that you haven't seen in a long time, but hangs out with you. Via radio or all that stuff. But I appreciate him. It's great to see him.
That's awesome, man.
And I am number one.
Yeah, you are. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, I want you to update, by the way, because this came up this morning, by the way, because we always talk about journeys and stuff. You're still Zen free, my man.
Yes, I am.
Do you know the number of days now, or is it just gone? You don't care. That's a pretty good place to be.
I don't remember. It was right before. Wasn't it right before the wedding?
Maybe it was.
So that was like 4 weeks ago.
It's been longer than that for you, my friend. There was whatever dart you were. It was a Tuesday dart.
Yes.
Because is that like? I want to say. I'm guessing. I thought we put that in the April 16th time frame. Let me guess.
I don't
April
think
16th was a Tuesday. Tuesday. Special teams, special players.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it has been that long. God, I totally forgot about that.
I just think that we should always update journeys because people forget and not praise, but say, you know what, good luck, man. Keep it rolling. The encouragement, because it's really easy to be like, well, I did it for a month and I'll just give up.
Yeah, I'm past that part. Like, I don't even think about it. You know what I mean? I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah,
just got to get it out of your mind.
Ryan 840 said it's over. Will, congrats and well done. Stuff's trash.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Have you done a? Have you done anything like as an alternative? Like I chewed some sunflower seeds this morning here hanging out.
Yeah, well, I actually did go through the seeds a little bit.
Mhm.
I did have the mints for a while.
Yeah.
But no.
Over it.
Yeah.
His sister Maggie says, attaboy, Will.
Thanks, Maggie.
Yeah. Almost a month. And Ernest says, almost a month. I have show tapes.
It's been about a month. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane to
boy.
me. It feels
Well
like it's been a lot longer.
You know why you did it?
Why?
Because of this quote. I'm Will Wilson.
I am Will Wilson.
This morning, you quoted by saying something was said to you, and you go, "Do you know who I am? I'm Will Wilson."
I was being funny.
And you walked out of the studio.
I was being funny. I was trying to be funny. I was not being honest.
You put us both in our places, it felt like.
Because you guys gave me crap the second I walked in.
You know who I am? I'm Will Wilson. And you just walked out and I can't hear you thing.
Well, because I was sporting these new glasses I found, and I was like trying to be Ryan Seacrest when I walked in.
I called you. I thought it was more like a Ferris Bueller look, but
well, that too. That also, yeah. No, they're really cool glasses, by the way. We also started Bags League yesterday.
That's right. I see the cool video, the promo, like Boss Man's in like on a Facebook promo video.
Yeah. I made a TikTok for it.
Whoa, we back in the TikTok business.
Well,
let's go.
We're still doing it.
All right, let's go.
So yeah, I played Matt, who is a good buddy of mine down at the bar, my horse racing buddy, and his partner's old man Greg. Remember Old Man Greg called into our show about
funny.
About a year ago.
We have Ryan 840 and Old Man Greg. Like, we get nicknames for people. I love this.
Yeah, that's right. So we Chase is my new partner, and so we played those two guys last night. It was a quick 2-0 win.
Whooped them.
Quick 2-0 win.
Whooped them.
You know how it is.
Like, you didn't at that point. You don't have time to get your second drink in you.
Well, I couldn't drink because I had to work after.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Sarah said, Old Man Greg. Ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Old Man Greg, we started the
Good
season
stuff.
off strong.
Good stuff. Good
Mhm.
stuff. Also, by the way, the other best quote I think I heard, and we'll get to sports right now after this. I want to know what you guys think about this quote from Will Wilson. You can comment on the stream and tell your friends at KFR Radio.
Wait, I don't even know what this
KFR Sports.
I don't even know what this
Follow
is.
us on YouTube at the Morning Hookup. Increase those. Any chance, any truth, and I want to know if it's a yes or a no and why. Will Wilson is quoted saying he is the Charlie Sheen of local radio. That is a direct quote.
It is a direct quote.
I want to know why you think he is or he is not.
But you didn't catch the end of that
I
quote.
didn't care about the rest of it.
It's very important context. I said I'm the Charlie Sheen of radio
Local.
after the drugs.
Okay.
After the drugs.
Old Man Greg said he wasn't there.
Not you. Yeah.
No, other
not
Greg.
you, Greg.
Other Greg.
No, you're not old, Greg.
Charlie Sheen of local radio. Please comment.
After the drugs.
I don't know. That's not what we're going with. We're going with it. Do you believe Will Wilson is the Charlie Sheen of local radio and why? Please comment. We'd love to hear all the comments right
After
now.
the drugs.
Hey, big night for Nebraska baseball. Last midweek game, Will Wilson, South Dakota State coming to town. And you got Jackson Brockett back on the bump, my man.
Yeah, buddy.
What gives tonight? You know that we have not had a lot of success against those schools coming to town as of late. 6:05 first pitch looks to be a beautiful night for baseball. Brockett comes in, obviously, coming off the no-no. 2-0 right now with a 2.51 ERA and the very limited work minus his start that he got. South Dakota State comes in they'll bring a 4-3 guy with a 6 ERA. Obviously, that has not mattered. Midweek games have sucked for us.
Yeah, they really have. And if I'm Jackson Brockett, I am not washing my underwear. I'm not washing my socks. I'm wearing the exact same uniform I had on last week because let's be honest, if he could do that again, it'd be the first time in history probably somebody throwing back-to-back no-hitters.
Yeah,
it's probably never happened.
It ain't happening. There's a great story of that, by the way, that we'll talk about in a little bit about an announcer talking about a no-hitter before the game starts. Have you seen that?
I did see
It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Again, we're 7 hours away tonight. And you look at Nebraska right now, 30-16. You're 30-16. You're 12-6 in the conference, 16-6 at home. You can't lose this game. There's just it's a no-doubter, folks. I don't even have to say that, right? And it's true.
Yeah. Also, you don't want to lose to a team with the mascot of a jackrabbit. Like, seriously? Jackrabbit?
Like, come on, people.
I
just think these games, by the way, these midweek games are momentum builders, right? For sure. Like, you go into a series after this because your toughest series on paper is coming up. You don't want to have a really bad taste in your mouth losing to a South Dakota State on a Wednesday at home in front of the home crowd.
Yeah.
And then you welcome Indiana come Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Big series within the standings more than anything, right? Because you look at those standings. Where did they go? They are right there. Right now, you're tied with Indiana. Essentially, you're ahead based on overall, but conference record right now, Purdue 12-6, Nebraska 12-6, Indiana 12-6, and Illinois leads the way. 13-5. Like we said yesterday, you could finish from first to 11th or something right now.
That's scary
based on the rest of your schedule.
That's scary. Yeah, looking at this weekend series too, you kind of hope Sears can kind of figure it out.
Yeah, but they've overcome it, right? They've overcome it. They
overcome it.
He hasn't had great starts the last couple, but the bats have picked him up.
Yeah,
the bats have picked him up, and he's been quality starts. There's so many good comments coming in right now.
Yeah, Christian said, or Ernesto said, Will reminds me of a Red Dawn after Charlie was in that. And then, this is funny. Christian is on the stream right now. He said, I swear, to put a little background to this comment, about a year ago, I swear on my life that Christian told me that credit scores don't matter. Swear to God, he said that.
Why would they not matter?
Ask him. He's the one who said it. And he said on the stream, credit scores won't matter in a few years. See, Will, not fun to be misquoted.
Got you.
You said that, Christian. You said that.
That's good stuff. Greg says, much like Charlie Sheen.
You think I'm like Charlie Sheen? My girlfriend Nora would not be happy. She does not like Charlie Sheen.
Not at all.
No.
You said
she doesn't like
it.
I
thought.
I'm actually okay with that. I like Charlie Sheen a lot. I'm actually a big fan of Charlie Sheen.
Sarah bartender, what can I get you? Dirty martini. How dirty?
Charlie Sheen. See, Ernesto agrees with Christian. Yeah, my mom doesn't agree though.
Christian's a goofball.
Yeah. Oh, mom definitely doesn't agree with that.
You need credit scores, man. Come on, people.
Have you watched any of that Tom Brady roast yet?
I have. It's really good stuff. Makes me laugh.
Apparently, Jen was telling us this. They used to, in the full version, the fans were apparently booing Kim K.
Yeah, and they took it.
Apparently, Netflix took that out.
Why?
They took out the booing.
She got plenty good roasting while she was there.
Yeah, why did she even need to be there?
I don't even know. It's a who's who of who's and happening and stage full of other comedians and grunt. Oh, it's funny.
Yeah,
I listened a lot. It was really funny.
I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
It's really. I have not watched the whole thing, but I have watched parts of it, like on Twitter.
Yeah,
that's where I got it from, more than anything. Speaking of that, you talking about like a no hitter? Can you go back to back? I can't remember what game this was in. Was it a Dodger game last night? And the guy and the announcer, Dodgers Marlins, and the gentleman announcing, don't know his name, goes out and says every time this pitcher, I forget who was throwing it.
It was Yamamoto.
Yes, we are on no hitter watch.
Yeah, why would you say that before the game starts?
We don't talk about the ultimate jinx. What happened in the first at bat?
Well, now before we get to that, why would he think about why would he say this?
Because the dude's got really good stuff. If you looked at what he's done, he's got great stuff.
Well, that and also they're playing the Marlins, who have had a pretty tough start to the season.
They're not very good.
They're not very good.
Had struggles.
So, it makes sense why somebody would think, he has a chance of throwing no hitter.
Oh, yeah, they're on
But
watch.
Number one, that's a crazy thing to predict.
Yeah.
Like even say.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from. It's interesting. But
so
then what happened?
Well, first batter last night is Jazz Chisholm.
And Jazz like, he must have heard him talking.
So it said, we are on no hitter watch, and then first pitch of the game, boom,
home run.
No hitter is dead. Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's a crazy thing to say.
That's really amazing and a lot of fun though. I just got laughed at. I was laughing at it.
That's funny. Your Braves. You know what I found out the other day?
What?
Your Braves are the oldest baseball franchise.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
It goes way back, man. Way back.
I did not know that.
They're in the struggle a little bit too, I believe, still.
Are they?
Not well. There's so many injuries in baseball right now. It just kind of sucks. I mean, you look at it right now. We're going to get to it. No, we're not going to go there yet. But there's teams still struggling right now, just with injuries and stuff. But we're going to do a little highlights in segment number 3 today. Maggie said you can still hear the booing for Kim. And I said Will gets roasted once a week. LOL. And Will, whose idea was it?
Whose idea was what?
Don't know what idea was. I don't know. All right.
Anyways,
the man, the myth, the legend is in the green room. When we come back, we'll have Henry T. Buchanan.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
What up, T?
What's up, fellas?
Living the dream, brother. Living the dream.
Living the dream. Living the dream. You been a hiatus, man. Where you been?
Well, let's see. Last week. I had business stuff in town last week.
Yeah, that's what Will was saying.
Business stuff in town.
What about you, T? You living the dream?
Man, I can't be more. Happier, man. Can you see well, you can't see the weather. It's a little bright though. It's
it's a little bright.
It's beautiful out here. It's just beautiful. I heard it rain a little bit there last night there, so I'm sorry to hear that. But
we got a little bit. It's supposed to be beautiful today.
Really?
I think so.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the forecast looking like?
For
Next
next week. What day you in next week?
Well, I'm actually going to get in. I just changed my flight. I'm going to be there Tuesday night.
Tuesday. The 14th. Looks like you're going to come in Tuesday, 80, 25% chance of rain. I mean, it's in the 70s now, 70s, 80s.
Perfect.
We're in a good spot.
So, and we're playing. Is this right?
What day are we playing? I got to figure this out.
Thursday. I heard Thursday, right? Because
Thursday the 16th.
Thursday is perfect.
Can we do it on Thursday? I mean, just check. I should be good. Thursday. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, Thursday works great for me, T.
Let's
Perfect.
go. And where are we playing?
Wilderness.
Okay. I'll get in the tee sheet.
somebody's home course. That's all.
You want to go back to the scene, don't you?
We need to see if Shu is good to play Thursday.
Oh, he's good. He just needs to know the time. I talked to him last night. Well, I talk to him pretty much every day. But
Okay, good. All right.
All right. I'm gonna put that. I'll get there. I'm gonna be there today. I have a 12:30 today, so I'll make it.
oh.
It's Wednesday.
Man, you got a whole week and a day before the rematch, and you're already you can't go to any other course and practice. You got to practice on your home course.
Why not, man? Why not? Yes, I have this theory. Like, if you, for me, I'm not the cheapest guy, but like if I'm paying to go to be a part of a club, I damn well better play that thing a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree.
Instead of going and paying
I'm just a little envy in me now. You know, it's just I would play it almost every day if I could. Unfortunately, y'all not able to do that. If you live out in Arizona, you could probably play it every day.
If I was out in Arizona living, I don't know if I'd ever work. Seriously.
Oh, it's tough, man. It's the urge.
Yes. You just look out and it's sunny all the time.
Yeah, and there's golf courses everywhere. You know, they're all over. They got the beautiful courses. Even they're I guess I don't want to call them cheap courses, but the courses you don't have to pay as much are still just, in great shape. And
yeah,
and it's and every course has its own layout, and it's just different. The scenery, the background. If you want to go look at mountains, you can go to a course with mountains. If you want to look at beautiful homes, you can go to the course with beautiful homes. And
I thought for a minute you and I were going to have a conversation about cart girls.
That too.
I am wrong, man.
Man, they got some. Oh, don't get me started on that. It's matter of fact. I tell you what, I went out to.
Hold that thought, T. We gotta head on the air here.
Okay.
Welcome back in the Morning Hookup. No further introduction needed for this, Jim. The music tells you everything you know. It's Henry T. Buchanan. What up, T?
What's up, fellas? What's up, Bill? Welcome back. What's up, Will?
Thanks, man. If you guys missed out, and I know there's not everybody's not on the stream, but I would recommend you, if you're listening on the radio side right now, join the stream, because you get a lot of other fun stuff that we get to talk about. We've just been talking about golf and the how do I say that? I don't want to say I just bad term. Cart girls, cart whatever,
beverage
carts. There we go.
Yes.
Oh,
and the associated talent that comes along with it.
Yeah, and being out in Arizona, I would say a high percentage of the courses, they really invest in cart girls, and they make a lot of money. I mean, it's the more drinks you have, the bigger the tips get, and so any of you ladies that's listening in that's interested in being a cart girl, come on out to AZ. There's plenty of opportunities, and there's plenty of money out here.
Yeah, my luck. I get out there, and Ernesto's driving the Bev cart around. That's who I.
Yeah,
Ernesto, you're funny.
Hey, I was out in North Phoenix last week, and I had some buddies, and I had a buddy in town, Casey, and his beautiful wife Michelle's in town, and I had a little follow-up appointment at the Mayo Clinic, and they went to a bar out there in Desert Ridge called High Street. And so after my appointment, I go meet those guys, and so I'm sitting there drinking, and well, not yet, but drinking my sodas, and a couple of young ladies come walking in, and we're bellied up at the bar, and they sit across from us, and of course, being a nice guy that I am, and and this young lady had to be on a scale of 1 to 10, she had to be 100. So I'm looking across, and so we're having conversation, and I'm going to get my butt in trouble. Well, sorry anybody just listened to that.
We're good.
So she was so beautiful that I called over the bartender, and her friend just sit down, and I said, let me take care of that drink and those appetizers over there, and then we got up and left. I didn't say hi or anything.
What?
No, I just got up. I have no game, so I just.
Oh,
So we just got up and left, and but how you sitting across.
yeah.
And I just saw, I saw these write-ups, how if a female's interested in you, and and it's the eye contact, sneaking peeks and stuff like that. She was a little young, on the young side though, so I can't, it's nothing, there's no opportunity there, but
She's out there, boy, spitting knowledge, reading the books.
No, it just pops up on social media. I tell you, these smartphones, I don't know about y'all. These smartphones, man, it seems like every time I'm thinking something pops up on the smartphone that I have to read. I have no choice but to read it. And so, yeah, they had something like the top 15 things that a female would do, a lady would do that's showing interest in you. So now I'm looking for stuff like that.
No, I'm looking for that. Oh, my gosh. We're talking to Husker legend Henry T. Buchanan. T, let's talk some hoops, my man. Fred's been out there working it, man. Got us a 7-footer and all these things. I want to ask you about 7-footers. Obviously, Nebraska's had some really good ones back in the day. But what was it like for you guys? Because 7-foot is different. Yes. When it's athletic and it's a rim protector, and they got moves. What is that like as a guy like yourself that was trying to score and you got caught up in the trenches?
Well, I tell you what, I played with a 7-footer. We played with Rich King, 7'2", 7'2", a lottery pick. He was actually a lottery pick for the Seattle Supersonics when they were still in Seattle. And actually, he's still in Seattle area. And his son, I know, was a freshman at the University of Washington this year. I think he might have redshirted. But anyway, but unfortunately for him, the story I'm going to tell you, isn't a great story because it was basically my fault and Eric Johnson's fault, EJ, mini microwave. We're playing a 2-3 zone against Okie State. Mm-hmm. And this guy somehow split us. And when I turned around, poor Rich King was, playing in the middle with his hands up. And when I turned around, all I could see was the bottom of this guy's shoes with the Nike emblem. And I apologized to Rich. I said I should have tripped him with something, but it was John Starks.
Oh,
John Starks had these. He must have elevators in his shoes, and that's the first time I, seen a guard. Derek Vick and I played against Dennis Johnson's little brother, who's at the time had a 53-inch vertical at 6'3". John Starks is around 6'2". Not sure what his vertical was, but it couldn't have been far behind. And he pretty much flushed it on Rich King. And I till this day I feel bad because EJ and I should have never let John Starks get between us. But after he got between us and he elevated, but then again, that didn't happen again. Mm-hmm. But Rich King was a very, very schooled offensively. He could score, he could pass. He wasn't as agile as the centers that we have today, but he could score. And it was actually fun playing with a guy that big. You're walking through the airport, and everybody's looking at him, and and we're amazed because we get to see him every day, and just someone that tall. So it's but he told me a story when he went to the NCAA back then, and he was walking through a corridor. I think they were in Minneapolis. I think LSU was playing in Minneapolis, and he was telling me how big Shaq was in person. And this was in college. So this is not counting the Laker days in Minnesota. I mean, not Minnesota, but Miami and Boston and those Cleveland and those days, how huge he was. Now, Rich King was taller than Shaq, because I think Shaq was like 7'1", and Rich King 7'2", and how big he was. And we were just impressed at how big Rich King was and how skilled he was. So being able to play with a guy like that, and, you know, Danny Manning being 6'11", 7 foot, you know, actually the best player that I've ever played against, you know, in college. And there was other big guys. I think it was Christian Welk that played for Washington, and a 7-footer. And then it was a big kid out of Wyoming that was pretty good. That was a heck of a center. I can't think of his name, but they had Dennis Denbo was their star player, but they had a 7-footer that was pretty smooth himself. Gallagher, 6'10", 11, 7-footer out of Creighton, you know. So, you know, we got our, you know, Sylvester Kitchen out of, he was a 7-footer out of Okie State, playing with Richard Dumas and John Stark. So everybody across the board really, you know, has 7-footers there, but it was conventional 7-footers. You know, they posted up, clogged up the middle. You know, and they weren't the guys playing on the perimeter like they do now, shooting threes. You know, get out of my zone. You know, I should be shooting threes, not you. Get down on the paint, man. Plug up the middle.
And that's what they're going to get here. You got a conventional 7-1. He's not. I think Robin Washington told us yesterday, he shoots like 77% because it's like all dunks.
Yes. Well, I told you guys. Remember a couple of weeks ago, I told you when I went to the office. And it was Coach Ziegler and Coach Howard. I just talked to Coach Hoiberg, and he was going to work out. And we went upstairs, and I went into Coach Howard's office, and they was actually watching highlight films of the 7-footer. And I was like, who in the world is that? He was dunking everything. I mean, and it's not only dunking, they're vicious. I mean, he was hanging on the rim like, you know, he had cruel intentions, and they said yes. He wasn't in the portal at the time, and they were taking a look at him, and I was like, God, he would be a nice pickup. And 7'1", and I was like, when I saw that signing, I mean, he's our typical big man that's going to bang the boards. He's going to dunk everything. He's going to clog that middle. He's just what the doctor ordered. You know, I hate to see Mass not being able to play next year, but I guess the Dakota kid is a very similar player who will be able to play the power forward, you know, with Bryce and Gary, and, you know, and what we have, the transfer from Utah State and Ulyss and the freshman from Wisconsin. And, you know, you got Sam Hoiberg. I mean, I'm pretty excited, man. My toes is already tapping. So I'm getting ready. And I'm ready. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Nebraska next week, and I'm going to go into the office and pick their brain and see what else we got in the making. I still think we have a couple of scholarships. And we did get the 6'9" kid out of Lincoln. Did anybody ever see him play in high school? I was asking Shu. Shu didn't remember him, but 6'9" is 6'9". No.
Yeah, T. I called a lot of his games when he was at Lincoln High.
No way.
Yeah, you know, he's an athletic player, and that team was really good. They had a lot of athletes on that team, so you know there was some times where he was kind of undershadowed. But you know, he's athletic. I don't know how much he's going to play, but I think, you know, it's a solid body to have in practice.
Well, you know, but people don't realize what goes into practice, you know, and, you know, when we talk about walk-ons, and one of the most, you know, I see it in football more than basketball these days, but I never forget the time when Bill Johnson was awarded a scholarship. You know, the first year you walk on, you're working hard, and Lord knows that Bo Reed and D. Vick and Bernard Day, they'll beat the crap out of him. First year, he was like a crash dummy, you know, at the time, and he worked his tail off. And the next year, I remember Coach Nate called us. I think he called us to half court to announce that he was awarding Bill Johnson a scholarship, a full ride, and, you know, and how happy he was and how happy we all were, because we knew what he did in practice and how hard he worked, and he made us all better, you know. And some of those players like Bill and some of the other walk-ons, or some of the players who sign with us that works us. I mean, they work us harder than some of the games that we play in. I remember Jay Morano, and he still talks about this. We had a red and white game in Kearney. He was a walk-on as well out of California, and he still tells the story. And he still has the official stat sheet. I think he scored like 26 against us, in red and white game, and that's his claim to fame. And he played well, but you're out there and you're just trying to entertain the crowd and everything. And he caught fire, and just to see guys like that made us better, scout team practicing hard against us, and it's that's just a special group of guys. And if this 6'9" kid earns playing time, so be it. But he's going to be an integral part of the program, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, and when I come back and watch him practice. I got to get my practice to go. I got to see things for myself, man, before I can comment really on what the season's going to look like.
By the way, a few minutes ago, you mentioned Danny Manning. I don't know if you saw the news. He just got hired to be assistant at Colorado.
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I am stunned. Yeah, I thought he would be a head coach again.
I did too.
I thought he did a really good job at Tulsa, and he didn't do a bad job at Wake Forest. I know he was assistant at Louisville, and that was a train wreck. But unfortunately, but not he wasn't the head coach. But I figured at some point he'll be back. At a head coach. So that'll give me somebody to visit when I go visit my grandkids and Keith Newbert. Man, I get to go visit Danny Manning and have a beverage with him. That's one of my guys.
Awesome. Hey, T, I want to ask you about this year coming up. So obviously last year, successful year, you make the tournament. And obviously when I asked you this question, I think it's a softball question, but I think you're going to be all because you're the one, you're up and up with these guys. For these guys, what's the position group that needs to make the biggest jump to take this team to the next level? And I know that K-State is gone. I know we're without Mass, but what's the group out there that's going to make this team go around this year?
Well, we all know that Coach Hoiberg is a offensive genius, and with the recruiting class that he has coming in, and I think he has all the tools to replicate last year. Do we have a K-State? No, but collectively, yes. We have shooters. I'm looking forward to the kids from St. John coming in and providing that perimeter game for us. From my understanding, the kid out of Wisconsin who dropped 40 in one of the high school state tournament games. We have the kid from North Dakota State who I'm assuming, they said he's similar to Mass. I'm assuming he can shoot the three as well. You got Bryce, who's going to be able to put the ball in the basket. I just think we have the right players. We got the inside that's going to make those shots come a lot easier because people don't realize, I'm still old school. I know the game became perimeter oriented and dunking in layups, but having that big man in the middle, after a couple of dunks, they're going to have to double, triple team him, because you're not going to stop him because he's just that aggressive. And establish an inside game is going to make those 3-point shots a lot more easier. They're going to come a lot more easier. And you're going to have guys that you're not going to be able to key on because they try to key on K-State a lot this year. And that gave opportunities to Bryce and Mass and others, Lawrence and all those guys to put it up. So I just think it's just going to be something very similar. Are we going to have that one player that's going to wow the crowd? That's yet to see. But we're going to have some great shooters across the board. And it's going to be, and I know Coach Hoiberg is going to design some awesome offense out there that's going to get open shots for everybody. And the big man he's going to feast down there. Hey, I can't wait till y'all see this guy. I saw the highlights. If you haven't seen the highlights of this guy play, and I saw Washington play a couple of times. I just don't remember him. Maybe he was in foul trouble, but what I saw walking in that room, I'm just like, golly, we need to get big man like that, and get him is going to change the game, and it's going to change the offense for Coach Hoiberg, and it's going to make it even better than it was this year.
Well, I remember watching Washington a couple times, and I remember seeing Wilhelm Breidenbach starting for the Huskies.
Yes, I did too. I did too.
Which was crazy.
Yes, started in the same old goofy run and all that stuff. But no, but I liked him though. Nice kid and everything.
Yeah.
Team started. I did see a couple of games, but I just don't remember this 7-1 guy. Maybe he was hurt, but I seen Clark Kent playing quite a bit. So.
Hey, AT, you mentioned Casey. I was going to ask you, are you surprised that he didn't get a invite to the combine?
Yes, I yes and no. You know, I mean, he's an attraction, but he's not as he you know, being a 6-footer and a 3-point shooter, and you know, watching the playoffs, it seems like the NBA teams is playing a little bit better defense. Could you imagine K-State trying to get a shot off in the playoffs right now? You know, watching the length of Minnesota and how they're driving Jamal Murray crazy. You know, how tough is to get those, you know, OKC, what they did against Dallas last night. I mean, it's just, you know, they are the best for a reason. And you don't make the NBA, you know, just because you was popular. You know, you got to bring a skill, you know, and K-State, don't get me wrong, he could probably outshoot 90% of those NBA players. Don't get me wrong from a shooting perspective, but just his size and the lack of athletic ability and speed just makes it difficult. I would love to see him on a team, but you know, this is NBA, and those guys get paid to win, and those GMs get paid to draft the players that's going to come in and win games for them. And can K-State play? I watched him in the All-Star game. I wish he could have played a little bit more at the college All-Star game, and I thought he competed well. You know, he won the 3-point contest, and the guy is confident. You know, if he gets invited to a camp now, an NBA camp, that needs, you know, it's perimeter oriented. Though I wouldn't be surprised if a team takes a chance on it. Just put it that way. It'd just be tough for him because of the lack of athletic ability and speed, and getting this shot off in the NBA is totally different than trying to, you know, scoring in college. Trust me.
Ryan 840 just shout out. He said, "Love K-State, but let's be honest, he can't even guard Henry T."
Hey, I tell you what, Ryan, a lot of people couldn't guard me.
T out there cooking.
No, just kidding.
No, that's good. Hey, T, I do want to ask you about this, and because I think obviously, and Robin Washington made a good point yesterday. We're going to be without Mass, right? Obviously, maybe our most important player last year, especially from the passing side. But let's talk about point guard play. Obviously, that was a hole for us last year with, you know, Jamarcus was trying to develop into that, you know, having Bryce do it and just random stuff. But now you look at it, you got a Utah transfer, grad transfer in Worcester coming to town. You'll have Ulis back. Talk about how important that position is and who is the best point guard you ever played with.
Well, you know, Brian Carr, come on, fellas.
Yep.
BC was special. I loved EJ. EJ defensively and running the show was great. But BC was just, you know, he's not the all-time assist leader for the University of Nebraska for nothing, you know, in the history of this program. So let's leave it there. BC was special. Yep. So was EJ. I love my EJ now. I just hadn't seen him since his Utah Jazz days, and to see him this past January, the Legends Weekend, was a beautiful thing, and everybody was excited to see him. But I tell you what, this Utah State kid, they say he's a monster, you know, 6'4" and strong and confident, and just what the doctor ordered. And I love what Ulis is going to bring to the table, athletic wise, and being able to defend and run the show. And I just think he has a lot of tools. Now, is the Wisconsin kid, is that a point guard or just a 2-guard?
He's a 2.
Yeah.
He's a 2, but you'll get Ulis. You should, and I'm assuming you're getting Ulis back there too.
Oh yeah. I think we are in a good place. I was talking to Shu the other day, and he was, you know, Shu always starts talking about who's going to play, who's not going to play. And it's just like every year. It's going to be a 9 to 10 man rotation in pre-conference games. And then when conference play starts, it's going to be reduced to around 6 to 7 and based on foul trouble, maybe 8. And that's why some of these kids now is in the transfer portal and signing for other schools because it's just this is Division I basketball. I mean, and everybody's good, and if you're not performing as well as these guys, regardless what you do in games, even though games is special, but you earned it in practice. You earned the playing time in practice, and if that transfers over to game time, then you're going to earn those minutes. I've told this story quite a few times about Joe Sealer and how great he was in practice, and the guy was unstoppable, but it just didn't transfer to games, and so that's what gave me opportunity. I practiced hard, but I mean, Joe Sealer was special, and when he started, I was like, Ali, he earned it. Vic and I just talked about that, how great this guy was, and about after 3 games in the season, he just, it just didn't work in games, and that gave me opportunity. And once I got it, I kept it, and then I started shooting that baby shooting that 3 during games, and looking over the bench like, Coach Nee, what do you think about me now?
T, before we get you out of here, man, the playoffs are rock and roll in the NBA, man. Your Pacers, they're in round 2, my friend. Now they're down 1-0. The Knicks are playing good basketball, but still, boys.
And I hate this. I hate to bring this up, and I know it's a cliche, but come on, referees. I mean, y'all, come on now. I mean, how about the non-call before that? When Ginger Seno, whatever his name is, mugged him on the block or what do you want to? He's trying to set a pick and he just mugged the guy, no call, and the allegedly kick. I mean, come on, people. I mean, it's just, and that's not even. I'm not even talking about the call that they made, which it was a legit call, but. You're going to call that? How do you miss the calls prior to that? And come on, I'm rooting hard for the Pacers. Yep. And I almost gave Kevin Pritchard a call just to say, hey, man, Pacer Nation is still behind you. And he's doing a phenomenal job with that team, with the young talent that we have. But I tell you what, Ant-Man.
Oh, boy.
Are you serious? I mean,
yeah, you see Will's hat?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
He's a huge T-Wolves fan.
You know how it is.
I didn't know that. You and Mike Hansen. Did y'all remember Mike Hansen, my big buddy that he's an attorney in town. He's about 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". He played at South Dakota State. Great friend of mine, and in shoes and all of us. And he's a big Minnesota Timberwolves fan. And I've been getting texts from him. And it's been a while since you've been able to text since KG yep. Day. So I'm getting texts there. Hey. And they're going to be a tough out. I just don't see how they may sweep Denver. Denver don't get it together. I know MG listens to this podcast, and I think he's seen the writing on the wall, man. Minnesota's playing tough, and OKC is going to be another. This game has changed. It's a young man's game now. But don't count the Pacers out, and of course, Boston looked good last night against Cleveland. But not to change the subject, before we go, I get a call from our buddy, your partner. I'm going to the driving range. I got to get ready for y'all next week. Now, this is the alleged 7.9 handicap, allegedly.
Look, you got to work stuff out.
And he's all worried about me. I'm a hack. Will hits the ball 400 yards. Okay, I get that. Well, at least 350. Anyway, but we're gonna be ready for y'all. Go ahead and get your practice in, your 12:30 tee time in, buddy. And my toes are tapping for you guys next week as well.
No, T man, always a pleasure, my friend. 9 days out from match number 2. 9 days out from match number 2.
Maybe we'll start selling tickets.
We should. I think this time, what we are going to do this time though? We're gonna live document some of this.
Yes.
Okay.
I like it.
We're gonna live document.
And I want the people to see the questionable golf non-ethics that you should display on the golf course.
This is why the Pacers get called on. All right, my man.
All right,
Take
fella.
care of yourself. We can't wait to see you next week, my man. I appreciate you. Stay safe.
Hey, I'll be in studio next week, fellas.
Awesome.
All right,
awesome. All right,
T.
brother. Talk to
Take
you
care.
soon, T.
All right.
See you, man.
Husker legend Henry T. Buchanan right there. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll just do a bunch of headlines and stories that we missed.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
I didn't know the match was coming up this quick.
I know. 9 days, May 17th. I'll get the tea time set today.
I got to do some.
You got to check your schedule.
Well, no, I just have to do a little prepare. I got to prepare a little
now-
bit. I haven't played in probably a month.
Now you guys got to go out and hit the range. Something else you need to prepare for because, I'm here to help, Will. I'm here to help. You know what Sunday is, don't you?
Let me guess.
Sunday, May 12th.
Sunday, May 12th.
Helping you prepare yourself.
Mother's Day.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
Lock in.
I have to work.
It's all right, but it's lock in.
I'm
Prepare.
I'm ready. I'm
All right.
ready.
Just anybody else out there listening to prepare. If you still have moms around or you're, in their memory or whatever, just prepare yourself. Sunday.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Mom. She is at her little job today.
Get dinner tonight? What are you doing?
No, it'll be this weekend sometime. This weekend. Because tonight, see, your mom. There you go, Hook. Yeah, just got to prepare for the moms, dude. This weekend we'll do it because this weekend it's tonight. Let's see. Oh, it's Tanner's. Is this the last part? No, the whole thing. School friend's birthday tonight at the house.
Oh, okay.
School friends coming over. So we got that, and then this weekend baseball again. Stacy's in Omaha with Tanner for the weekend, and I'll be with.
Mom, I did give a shout out to Uncle
Yeah.
Todd at the beginning of the show. I didn't know he was turning 63
Yeah,
today.
we didn't know that number, but we did. He did do that, Mom. Facebook told him.
Facebook is saving
It's
lives.
saving lives. Got to get the cards, man. Cards are important for Mother's Day. Okay,
Is it important?
very important. In our family, cards are important.
Friday. Okay. Wow, they take like 3 days off.
For what?
Minnesota plays Friday.
Where are they? Why? They're not going that. I mean, where are they going?
I don't know, but damn, that's crazy.
3 days tonight. Just one game tonight. You got Indiana and New York. Ernesto's calling. I think he's got some content for us today. Do you prepare? We talking about prepare? Yeah. If you don't, you better prepare. Go get the cards. Go to Walgreens, wherever you get your cards at. You'll find a bunch of dads there. Don't wait till the last minute. You get the best cards now. Last minute, it'll be busy. I already got mine
Good for you.
for everyone.
Good for you, Hooks.
Dude, you got to do it right.
I will have to talk to Moats.
About?
Well, I'm sure the tea time we're going to get
He needs to get it. It don't matter.
is
You
relatively
need to have
early.
someone the fact that you cover for everyone in this building when they ask you to, they need to figure out how to cover for you.
Well, I'll get it done. It's just I need to
Yeah.
be able to leave early.
What am I going to do?
What the hell was that?
That's you after you tell Mochi you can't do news on Thursday 17th. Or he's going to do that.
That's the case. That's the case. Case.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, good.
Smells like Ernesto calls. Ernesto's on hold.
Yes, he is.
He's on hold.
Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Special thanks once again to Henry T. Buchanan hanging out with us. Next week he'll be in studio. It'll be a lot of fun. Always fun when T is actually in the studio and things turn up just a little bit. So let's go to the phone lines. It is that time. Ernesto.
And in the USA, 2 Live Crew. Hey guys,
That's the only part you can sing of that song. Okay.
that's it. explicit lyrics warning on the vinyl. But
Yes.
Will, man, I did that white paper and it was Ask Will Anything, but this is all right. I got a new idea for the show. When golf rolls around, we got to do a fantasy foursome and a beer cart girl and let the callers call in. I think that would be fun. And I didn't like the fact that you said I'd be on the beer cart. You got it wrong. I'd be handcuffed with one arm, strapped in, and drinking. Because I got hammered and I enjoyed our late night last night. And Minnesota, away game. I'm either coming up there, and there's rumors that when the schedule comes out on the 13th, it's going to be in England, brother.
England?
What?
Yes.
What you?
We're going to have 2 away again.
Got it. Okay. All right. So you like
with the stadium? What's that?
Nothing. You're today
You
was
and I are going.
Today was an interesting call. Today was not your best performance.
Oh man, look at you.
If you want me to be honest.
Yeah, my wife is calling in, so she takes priority, unfortunately, over the morning hookup. I got hammered last night.
Mic drop.
Okay, you redeemed yourself. This is a pretty good call.
And I got hammered last night.
Later.
All right, Ernesto.
Oh boy. All right, good stuff.
He lost me.
He lost. I don't know where we're going to England at, but it's we're just coming here, going there.
Right.
The drinks are still talking. Let's do some stories that we missed.
The stories we missed. The Morning Hookup.
Have you seen what they're announcing right now? This new basketball thing that's coming out, college basketball.
No.
Around Thanksgiving week, they're going to call it the Players Era Festival, which will include live music, other attractions for fans that will be on the strip. The event, this is college, includes $1 million NIL payouts for the 8 participating schools, and the winners are going to get more NIL money.
Wow.
Right now, it's rumored to have Alabama, Houston, Notre Dame, Oregon, Rutgers, San Diego State, A&M, and one more still to come. Rumors for 25 is they're going to go from 8 to 16 and go Duke, Gonzaga, Kansas, Michigan, Syracuse, Virginia. $1 million per school for NIL.
Whew.
How about that?
Yeah. Wow.
My goodness. Talking about business picking up. They're talking about right now the tentative schedule is they're going to have a different 3 major venues: T-Mobile Arena, MGM Grand Arena, possibly Michelob Ultra Arena. It's scheduled right now somewhere the November 26th, 27th, and 29th.
I love that. And this is going to be such good competition when you watch these teams play each other. I mean, when there's a $1 million prize up for NBA players, like you do get a little bit more, but it's these guys.
But this is just so they participating schools will get the $1 million, and then there's more.
Yeah,
for the winners.
Hot damn, this is going to be
epic of all. Boy, wow.
I really enjoy that. That's going to be awesome. Is that the one sponsored by Fox?
I don't think that's the one by Fox. CBS Sports just put this.
No, okay, you're right. No, it's not, because Fox was going to be starting their own like postseason tournament.
This is like right in Thanksgiving week.
Okay, wow, that's awesome. That's going to be fun. I don't have a story.
Hey, dude, can Rashid Rice get out of his own way right now?
What did he do now?
Apparently, he's under investigation for allegedly hitting a photographer.
Oh.
He's already facing the suspension, all that for the his drag racing, multi-car racing. Now it's saying that he hit a photographer.
Wow. Is that what Patrick Beverly wanted to do the other night?
Apparently. Also, by the way, you mentioned the Tom Brady roast. Giselle's not happy. There's the sources are saying she's pretty irked by the disrespect, because there was a lot of it that went down about her and the Jitsu guy.
Big deal. They're divorced.
They talked about it. So maybe we'll bring that up tomorrow. And so, all right, hey, tomorrow, boy, Thursday, Ask Will Anything is happening. It's going to be epic. So you guys have a great hump day. Can't wait to talk to you guys on a Thursday.